I'll call the Historical Preservation Commission meeting to order for March 6, 2017. Can we have a roll call, please, Ms. Trinke?
Commissioner Brown, Commissioner Bilodeau,
Present.
Commissioner Kerr,
Here.
Commissioner Locke,
Here.
Commissioner Long,
Here.
Chairman Powell, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Item 2 is public comments. Hearing none, I'll move to item 3, approval of the minutes for January 9th, 2017. Do I hear a motion?
I move.
Motion's been made. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and second. Can we have a vote, please?
Who was the second by? Who was the motion by? Thank you.
How's your shorthand, Jim?
Not too good. Okay. From those that were present at that meeting and are here tonight, Commissioner Bilodeau,
Aye.
Commissioner Kerr,
Where am I in?
Approving the minutes.
Okay.
Commissioner Long,
Aye.
Commissioner Powell.
Aye.
The minutes from the January 9th HPC meeting are approved as written.
Item 4 on the agenda is approval of the previous minutes for February 26, 2017.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Can we have a vote, please, Ms. Trinke?
Commissioner Bilodeau,
Aye.
Kerr,
Aye.
Locke,
Aye.
Long,
Aye.
Powell.
Aye.
The minutes from the February 6th meeting are approved, also approved as written.
Item 5 is discussion and possible action concerning commercial pet waste stations.
This is a little project the city is considering. It's they're pet cleanup stations. So we're bringing the matter to you for approval of the design and the color of these pet waste stations. They're going to be installed in various locations in the downtown area. They're made from 100% recycled plastic, maintenance-free, and they're going to include a 12 by 18-inch box for little plastic bags as shown. You should have a picture. The picture didn't come out very good. It kind of looked blue, but the actual colors are, they're just like a dark forest green or a dark brown are the only two colors that are available. We haven't actually decided. Hopefully either one would be acceptable to you.
Green.
Green. I like green.
Any discussion?
I have a couple of things. I'm guessing when you say maintenance-free, I mean, somebody is going to take the waste out of it.
Yeah, I meant the actual material. The material
Okay,
is.
because I was just wondering, if there's some kind of composting machine in the bottom of that.
No.
Okay. So but somebody is going to remove the poop. Is there a reason we can't, I mean, not up to me how the city spends their money. It seems like if they just put up pet bags on the existing trash cans that are already there, people could use the ones that are already there instead of another set of, do they have to be dedicated? Is there some reason
No, and actually, these were just kind of an example. The Municipal Services Director, Maxine Pruitt, kind of indicated that she might have the guys make some. It'd be cheaper than the actual cost.
Well,
of
cheaper than
purchase.
$600 a pop,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, and the other, and I don't know, maybe the Job Corps projects, they could do them, have some help there. The other question is there a municipal code that requires people to pick up after their pet right now?
I believe we have one for parks.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because I'd sure like to have it,
There's,
I'm right by a sidewalk, and we sure get a lot of dog waste right there. And it would be nice if it was required all over the city. If my dog does it, I ought to be the one picking it up and finding a receptacle for it. And I know this isn't city council business, but I don't think people are gonna use these if they're not required to use them. And so I don't have any problem with figuring out what to do with pet waste, but I think we need to have some way to enforce them using them. I'd sure like to see them get used.
okay, I'll share your suggestions with
Okay.
the city manager and the Public Works Director.
Are these heavy enough that they just sit on their own? Do they have to be bolted to something?
I don't know the answer to that. I'm sure that they're going to be affixed in some manner, so they're not going to be blowing around.
I don't know if it required another pole to be set or
Yeah.
like this post.
Well, it's showing anywhere from 37 to 68 pounds on the weight on that sheet.
You know how many they're gonna install?
No, I don't. I would imagine a couple on each block of each street, maybe. Opposing sides of the street on Harrison and Oklahoma. Not for sure, though.
I don't
That
have any
is
problems with it either. I think my preference would also be just get this box and bolt it to those metal trash cans that are already there. I don't know that,
I think that would save the city a lot of money if we
I
could
think
just
so.
utilize what is already on the street that is already being taken care of. And with the,
this is just additional trash can for city employees to have to dump.
yeah, it's just
not my
one more
job.
thing that everybody has to deal with, and it will take maintenance, even though it says it's no maintenance, they will require maintenance eventually.
So how do you feel about the material and the looks of it?
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine.
I'm okay, but like I said, my preference would be that they attach something to the existing cans instead of putting some more, because I think that would be less unsightly than
Okay,
adding additional receptacles.
duly noted.
I would entertain a motion
I'll second it.
What's the motion?
you,
To approve it.
to approve it or deny it,
Well,
whichever you all want to do.
Sounds like everybody's in favor.
You
I
want-
move,
I-
I make a motion that we approve it.
Do you want to approve it with the modification of just the box?
yeah, that's what, I would make that motion if you don't mind,
Okay.
Mr. Kerr. I would move that we approve attaching boxes to the existing waste receptacles.
So if that doesn't work, then we need to come back to you all again?
No.
Well, and if there's no, if that's just not feasible and they have to be standalone, and then I'd add to my motion, if that's not feasible,
I
I'm
think,
fine with standalone.
yeah, I think, Mr. City Manager, that would be your all's call after
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're through with it.
We just, downtown historic area, we just
Sure.
want to make sure we get through all the
Correct.
Sure.
Motion's made, do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Can we have a vote, please, Ms. Tranky?
You can get just that.
Commissioner Long,
Aye.
Locke,
Aye.
Kerr,
Aye.
Bilodeau,
Aye.
Powell.
Aye.
Good, everybody?
Thank you. Item 6 is new business. Item A under that is grant funding allocation from the State Historical Preservation Office.
Yes, you should have in your packet the letter that went out. The Certified Local Fund Grant, the annual grant from SHPO to all of the participating communities is available, and they want us to consider possible uses for the grant. It's a $5,000 grant, and not sure if there's a match to it. I think there might be 40% match. But if, it's due on the 1st of April, so if you could, maybe in our next meeting, if you have some areas that you might want to identify as a project, we could apply for this annual grant and see what happens.
We could get some dog waste receptacle.
That'd be good.
We had some people come to visit us this last weekend, and they came down from Stillwater. They came down, was it 33 into town? And they've come before to visit us. And we took them on this last trip down to Guthrie, and they said they had no idea that, because they'd never been to Guthrie before, that there was an historical area right off of 33. They suggested maybe we should put some signs that say as you're coming in 33 and you get past that, that state where all they thought that was the town there, right where it intersects with Interstate 35. And then that, just a few houses that they drove by, which they thought were great, some really nice homes on there. But they didn't realize that there's a lot more to Guthrie than just that one strip along 33. So I thought that wasn't a bad idea, that, people driving through on 33 might like to know that we do have this great historical town right off of 33, and maybe a sign that says, "Welcome to historical Guthrie, please visit us. Hang it right here.
Thank you.
Okay. Any staff comments? Item 7?
Yes, I was visiting today with a lady from the YMCA who is trying to get a new sign for the facility. She's been thrown behind schedule somewhat because in her communications with the city, she was led to believe initially that she didn't have to go bring her sign through the Historic Preservation Commission for approval, and then she found out subsequently that she did. So she brought up an application, but she didn't turn in the fee. Well, our office only processes these things as we receive the fees because we get a lot of applications on, I might do this, I might do that. Well, then additionally, she was also told that she could just bring the fee to the meeting tonight, which we can't do. So anyway, we finally got her straightened out, but I was wondering if we could possibly accommodate her to review her signage before the April meeting, in a special meeting, maybe sometime between now and April 6th or whenever the next meeting is. Maybe this week, maybe next week. Does anyone have time on their schedule that we could?
I don't have a problem with it.
Most Monday nights are
What's-
fine
How
for
about
me.
A Monday evening, same time.
Next Monday evening, same time?
It's fine. They've waited this long, I don't know, what's their rush now?
Well,
I mean, it's been down.
she indicated that because so much time had gone by, that now it is become time sensitive. And
I take it her misunderstanding is why their facade looks like, or the entresol has been pulled off, and she's
Yeah.
been just holding off on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think we could do it on the 13th then at 5:30?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you. That's all I have.
Commissioner comments? Item 8? Anyone? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
We are adjourned. Thank you.